Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Shout out to the Galactic family. And salute to Drew Nation. Let's get right into it, y'all. Here we go. They think they had as much power over you as they did before. Shame on them. When will they ever learn? The things that people are doing are starting to get old. They think they had the same amount of power on you as they did before, but they don't. Remember how they used to try to trigger you and do things that would make you hate them? Used to curse them out, used to get real angry, used to wish bad on them, all because they wouldn't leave you alone. And that was the devil trying to infiltrate your mind. That was the devil trying to get to you through them. That was the devil trying to stop you from being a peaceful person who God wanted you to be. All right, that's how they view you. They view you as a peaceful person, but they also feel out of jealousy and hate that it's their job to destroy that. That's a sad state to be in, right? It's like a constant game that they think they're going to win, but they never win. It's like that claw game, and you got a big stack of hundreds, and they just keep inserting money in the machine and thinking that they're going to win, thinking that they're going to get that big stack of money, which is your time, your energy, your power, but they're not. You ain't giving that to them no more, because they don't have as much power as they did as before, right? Shame on them. They have not changed, and you can't expect them to change. Expecting them to change is going to leave you open for misery, because you're going to keep looking for something that you're never going to get. All right? They're trying to be a negative force in your life, and they take pride in that. They take pride out of being the worst person that they could possibly be to a person. Just like you think it's a good idea to be the best person that you could possibly be to another person, right? You take pride in who God created you to be. You like to be a good person out in the world, but they have tried to take that away from you. They want you to feel hatred. They want you to feel evil. They want you to go out into the world and be just as mean and negative as them, because they can't stand the goodness in you. They can't stand that good heart in you. They can't stand the fact that you actually like people and want to do things for people, and you see the best in people. They want you to look for the worst in people. They want you to think that people are bad and evil and negative, so that way you'll continue to have bad and evil negative experiences. These people are smarter than they look, and they know a little bit more than they show. They know a little bit of how the mind works, because they're manipulators, master manipulators, if you will. All right, they know how the mind works as far as what they want to get from people, which is reaction. All right, so they think they have as much power over you as they did before. Maybe this was someone that was easily able to get underneath your skin and make you explode. Maybe it was somebody at work that you didn't like. They were aware of the fact that you didn't like them, so they studied you to find out what it is about them that you didn't like. And once they figured that out, they put that game, they put that video, they played that song on full repeat mode. They kept playing that song and playing that song and playing that song, hoping that that would be the thing that would continue to get you to freak out and give them what they wanted. But now you realize you don't have to, because they're weak-minded. They're weak-minded individuals who prey on positive people, because they know that positive people don't like negativity. And since they know that they're pure negativity, you are their arch nemesis, and they're yours. But the thing is, you let God battle them. You don't go after them and try to retaliate and stand in their way anymore. God says not to stand in the way of sinners. All right. Don't stand in the way of these people. All right. If they're going to go against the divine law of love and put out negativity, don't stand in their way. All right. Because whatever they're about to get, when you go to retaliate, you could possibly um, endure the same fate. So you want to stay out of the way, and you want to let God take control of this and handle them. All you have to do is stay in your corner and stay focused on yourself. It takes a lot of effort to ignore these people, but if you keep praying and asking God to deliver you from them, and asking him to strengthen your mind, and ask him to help you defeat these people so that they'll be underneath your feet, he will. All right, he'll put them underneath your feet in the sense of them not being anything to you anymore. They won't mean anything to you anymore. They'll be meaningless to you. You'll be so focused on yourself, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, and that's where your mind is supposed to be. But that's where the devil doesn't want you to focus on. He wants you to focus on this negative thing, that negative thing, what they think, what they want for you. And that's the worst thing you could do, is think about what other people want for you. Because whatever you're thinking, that's what you are. Wherever your mind is at, that's what you're bringing into your life. So the devil uses them to try to get you to think about what they want. Oh, they want this for me. They don't want to see me win. They don't want to see me be successful. Once you start, excuse me, once you start thinking like that, you have to get your mind back on track. You got to take your thoughts away from what other people want for you, because if you start to think about what they want for you, you're not focusing on what you want for you. And what you want for you is what God wants for you. So what you have to do is not allow them to get you to think about what they want. They want to destroy you. What good is it going to do you to focus on that? You're actually going to help them bring that into existence by focusing on that. If they want to destroy you, that's their business. The universe is going to repay them for what they're putting out into the world. They want to destroy someone, the universe is going to bring some energies to destroy them. So it's really nothing you have to be upset about. What you have to do is you have to bring your mind back to your thoughts of good. You got to bring your mind back to a centered place, a peaceful place. All right. If you can't think about God and the good things that he's doing for you, then the devil's got you. If you can't be focused and be positive and have a positive outlook on things, whether it's a situation, whether it's people, whatever it is in your life, then there's something that you need to do with your mind to get your thoughts back on track, so that way you can have that positivity flowing back into your life, and you can have good positive experiences instead of negative ones like the devil wants you to experience. They will try to trick you into thinking that it's all bad, when even though it's all bad, you can still think that it's all good. All right, you can think better things into your life. You can speak better things into your life. But when people try to manipulate you and make you feel bad about yourself and make you think that there's nothing positive going on in your life, because you have to keep experiencing them and their negativity, and they keep trying to lower your vibration and make you feel bad about yourself, that's going to kind of throw you off. It's going to change your view on things. It's going to make your attitude be worse and not better. So what you have to do is you have to not let these people get to you, because unfortunately they're negative and they're choosing to be that way, and they want you to suffer the same fate. They want you to have an attitude. They want you to be miserable right along with them. They hate to be around happy people if they're miserable. Why should you be happy, and why should they be miserable? That's what they say. But you choose to work on yourself. They don't. If they choose to work on themselves, they'd be happy. It's like hating on somebody that goes to the gym. If you take yourself to the gym, if you motivate yourself to go to the gym, you can look like her. You can have a body like you're supposed to have, just like she has a body that she's supposed to have. Or if you're a dude, you can work on yourself and get your body developed, just like you see other people who go to the gym. It's the same thing with your mind. They hate on you because you develop your mind and you're not allowing life to bother you like it bothers them. They complain about all these things. and you're not complaining about them. So they know you're not having problems in those areas. Even if you do have a problem in that area, you're not going to complain about it because that's only going to make matters worse. So you have to be solution based, and that's what you are. You look for the solution. You don't look for problems. You don't even want anything to do with problems. You're so problem free. The enemy has to try to bring problems to you, but it's all about what you choose to focus on. So they honestly think that they have the same amount of power over you. They were able to make you scream, shout, get frustrated, curse them out, wish bad on them, but you're not doing that anymore. They were able to take you to a point to where you would wish something bad would happen to them. But what good would that do for you? No good at all. It doesn't do you any good to wish bad for people. It doesn't do you any good to wish harm for somebody just because they're being negative, just because they're being evil. Don't wish bad on them. All right, wish them the best. Release them to God and allow yourself to have peace. When you wish them bad and you wish them negative, you're bringing that bad and that negative into your life. The same thing that you want to happen to them, you're pretty much telling the universe you want that to happen to you. But the thing is, they're doing the same thing. And that's why you don't have to retaliate, because what they're wishing on you, they're bringing it into their own life. Even when they are trying to upset you and frustrate you, you're not seeing it, but it's things that are happening to them in their life, which is causing them to be equally mad and frustrated. So you have to just leave them alone and let them suffer their own fate. Let them destroy themselves, because that's what they're going to do. You already see they got negative habits. You already see that they don't think positive. They don't have any love. A mind without love and compassion will soon slowly die. People who don't have love, if the mind doesn't have love, it slowly, surely dies. That's how people develop all sorts of diseases and things. That's why these people end up in the hospital and they end up with health issues and things like that, because they're so negative and their toxic energy keeps swirling up inside of them, and it destroys them. All that hate, all that jealousy is a poison. It destroys you. It will take you out if you let it consume you. That's why they have so much of it to give around, because they have so much of it inside of them. You can't give what you don't have, and they have plenty of that to give. You just can't let them give it to you. It's like a gift that you don't want. You have to reject it and not receive it. You have to return that gift to sender. You got to return that energy to sender. All right. So they're going to think that because they were able to get to you in the past, that they still have that amount of power over you. All right. And once they realize they don't have that much power over you, they're going to be mad. They're going to get upset because they're going to feel foolish. They thought it's like somebody doing something and they swear it's going to work. It's like, yo, I know this is going to work, and it doesn't. And then they're left feeling dumb. They're left feeling sad, sorry about themselves. They're left feeling without that energy that thought they were going to get. It's like a kid going out with their parents on the weekend to the mall, and they thought they were going to get this toy just because they went out to the mall, but their mom just had to get a jacket, and all they got was like a slice. All they were able to do was have some lunch and then go home. They swore they was about to get this toy. They thought they were going to get this new thing that they were going to enjoy and love and have fun with, and it was going to be the best time ever, but they didn't get that. That's how they feel when they get to enjoy having power over you. It's like, they get to feel better than the greatest person alive that's around them in their mind. All right, they think you're the best. They think you're the greatest in the world. That's why they're so adamantly stuck on trying to get a reaction out of you, because your energy is like none other. It's the best they've ever experienced. When you get upset and get angry, they get a high like no other. They're crackheads. They're crackheads for a reaction from you. They're hooked on your energy. They're addicted to you. They have to constantly keep trying you and getting more of that, because it's nothing like having power over the most powerful person. As an empath, as a chosen one, you're the most powerful person. All right, God gave you discernment. You have all these gifts. You have all these abilities. You have things that are special about you that you actually use. You don't just Well, I have these good things about me. No, you actually use them to better your life so you can help better others' lives. You're not just sitting around not doing anything. Don't let them make you think that you are. You're not. You're great. You're amazing. You have gifts and talents. You're using them. If you haven't, start using them. Doesn't matter what people have to say or laugh at you. Start using your gifts and talents. You're not chosen for no reason. You're chosen to do something, to be something, so you can have something. And you're chosen to get rich so you can make a change in your life and others' lives. Just like God blessed you with all these gifts, you're supposed to get rich so you can go out and bless other people and help them be motivated to go out and get what they want from life, so they could wake up and use their gifts and wake more people up to use their gifts, so it can be a positive chain reaction instead of a negative person out there seeking reactions. You could be positive and out there getting reactions from people too. It's called setting a good example. So they think they had as much power over you as before, but they don't, and they never will, because you, instead of choosing to give them a reaction, you chose peace. You chose to go. You chose to go within yourself. You chose to develop yourself. You chose to make yourself a better person, and for that reason alone, you will always win and always end up on top. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Shout out to the galactic family. Salute to the Druuill Nation. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe, all right? Keep your power to yourself. Keep your positive energy to yourself, and don't let them have it. They don't deserve it, and they ain't never going to get it from you unless you give it to them, all right? I'll see you all in the next video. They don't have as much power as they thought they had, and they're starting to realize just how weak they actually are. And that weakness that they realize that they have is waking up all their insecurities, is waking up everything that they don't like about themselves. Like these are the things that you remind them when they don't get that energy from you. They're so used to getting that energy from you. They're so used to having that power over you that they're so used to the feeling and the euphoric feeling that it gives them. It gives these people a high. It's like a shot of crack or a hit of crack when they get that reaction from you. They're like, whew, I got my daily hit. That's why they keep coming back for more. It's like, yo, why won't these people just leave me alone? They can't if they wanted to. They are chemically addicted to being an energy vampire. After you get energy from people and you become a vampire, you become addicted to that energy, and you have to keep going back and keep getting more of it to keep supplying that high. That's why they call it supply. They have to keep supplying their body with that feeling so they can release those chemicals and they can go enjoy their cigarette. Because yo, you when you get upset or when you give them a reaction or when they get that energy from you, it's certain chemicals in them that are released, like similar to when you get some money or you don't get rejected or you get something that you want. Say if you walked up to a beautiful person that you were attracted to and you asked them out on a date and they said yes. This is the type of energy they get from these things. Say you get you win the lottery, or you get an extra $200 bonus on your check, or you go outside and find $100 bill on the ground. This is the type of feel good energy that they get when they have power over you. Don't willingly give it to these people because they don't deserve it. They're trying to come up off of you and your good spirit. Each and every time you give them power over you, you're allowing them to do that. So don't, because that energy that you have, that energy that's greater than anything in the world to them, that's yours. They can't get that, especially not for free. They got to pay you for it. You don't have to give them anything for it. They should be paying you for it. They should be offering you something. They should come to you bearing gifts for that energy that you have. Don't allow them to try to get it from you in an evil way or a negative way. Make them work for it. Make them work for it, all right? And the harder lazy people have to work for something, what do? They give up. So the harder you have to make them work to have that power over you, to get that power that they're seeking to have over you, the harder they have to work, they're going to give up. They're going to get tired of trying to copy you and do things to get in your head that aren't working. They're going to get tired of trying to get your attention and you ain't focused on them to save their life. they was burning with if somebody poured gasoline on them and lit a match and you wouldn't pay attention to them to save their life. You might say a prayer for them. God, stop that. Put that fire out. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see nothing negative happening to nobody. But you wouldn't pay attention to them other than that to save their life. Straight up. Straight up. They don't mean that much. They don't have that much power. The power they have is false perceived sense of power. They think they're stronger than other people because they get reactions from people. They think they're stronger than other people because they can manipulate your mind. They can control how you feel, right? They think that makes them better than you because they're able to control how you feel. They're not putting in the same amount of work on themselves as you are. They're just being a pestilence. They're just being a pest. They're just annoying people, bugging people, wasting their time, being the most worthless, ruthless person that they could be. And these are the things they pride themselves in. They pride themselves in being wicked. They get amongst each other and they talk about how wicked they are to you and others. I was real mean to him. They get around each other and they talk about how much they just can't stand you. These people can't stand you. They hate the sight of you. They wish you didn't exist. They wish whatever they did to you was able to just make you give up, make you stop, make you quit. But they don't have that power. They don't have the power to make you quit. But they think they do. So you're going to have to stay on your toes, stay vigilant, right? You're going to have to stay vigilant, and you're going to have to keep your energy good, because they're going to try to ruin how you feel about yourself. That's how they manipulate you. They manipulate you into feeling bad about yourself and hating your life because they're jealous of you and how good your energy is and how positive you are. They're jealous of how positive you are. They wish they could feel that good. Instead of going to God, instead of working on themselves, instead of figuring out new things, new strategies for them to think more positive or have a more positive life, they rather just hate on others. Why is he so happy? Why is she so happy? Why does it seem like she's getting through this situation that was supposed to be taking her out? How she's so easily able to get through that? It's God. God put some things in me because he already knew what I was going to experience before I got here. God already put some things in you before you got here. He knew what you were going to go through. He knew what you were going to do before you did it, before you got here. He knew that they were going to try to break our bands, and he knew that they were going to try to destroy us. They're always plotting and scheming on how to take you out. They wait for you. They watch you. They monitor you, all to try and stop you. But the thing is, they can't. Each time they try to stop you, God makes you stronger and they get weaker. All right, your prayers haven't gone unanswered. God knows each and every time that you prayed about these individuals, these people that keep seeking you out for no reason at all, trying to cause problems and issues in your life out of jealousy and hate. Shame on them. It's like shame on them, for real. It's like, will they ever learn? And it's sad because they won't actually learn, and they don't know the fate that they're going to suffer. They don't know what they're creating for themselves, the damage that they're doing to their own life and others, the damage that they try to do to you or they have done to you. They're gonna reap what they sow. That anger they put you under, that's gonna come back on them. Whatever they caused you to lose because you got upset. All right, whatever they caused you, whatever time they caused you to lose, wasting on them because they were in your head, and then now you're ruminating, now you're thinking negative. They're gonna get that back. So they don't have any power over you any more than you give them. So don't give it to them. All right, there's no power outside of yourself. Tell yourself that as many times as you need to. That's what helped me get here, and that's what's going to help you get to where you need to go. All right, mentally. And that way you can actually get to where you need to go physically. But you have to get all the mental blocks out the way, because there's certain things that keep us trapped. It's certain things that'll keep you trapped in a certain mind state for a whole year, unless you figure something out, or unless you ask God to help you free your mind, or unless you ask God to help you find a way, which he will. All right, so There's always a way for you. There's always a way around certain things. There's always a way around what somebody's trying to do to you. All you have to do is still your mind, find peace, ask God to direct you away from whoever or whatever or however, and you'll be all right. All right. Let this video be confirmation to you. You're going to be all right. They don't have any power over you, and shame on them. If they never learn, that's their own problem, and it's none of your business. They're just going to suffer their own fate. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. This has been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see each and every vessel in the next video. Peace.